ABS-CBN Sports proudly presents the Adamson Lady Falcons,
Pounded off that bubble. Here running Richard.
the Ateneo Lady Eagles,
They use that a lot.
the De La Salle Lady Spikers, the FEU Lady Tamaras, the UP Lady Maroons,
6-5 is the score of a call. You even
the UEU Lady Warriors,
Nebrida with that off.
the UST Tigresses, the NU Lady Bulldogs. This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.
We're down to the final weekend of the elimination round of Season 75 of the UAAP Volleyball Tournament. And this is the first of your Saturday doubleheader, which is very much a positioning for the top 5 teams of the league, as the top 5 still have a chance to complete the Final Four. Obviously, one of those teams will be dropping off after this weekend. We'll tell you more about that as the standings are off. But ito po ang mapapanood ninyo. The undefeated De La Salle Lady Spikers in the last 12 games will take on the winless Lady Warriors of UE at 0-13. While in the main event today, the Lady Bulldogs, the 5th team in the top 5, will fight to stay alive as they take on the Lady Tamaraos, who lost their chance to make it to the Final Four last Wednesday. Magandang hapon po, and thank you for tuning in to us on Studio 23. This is brought to you by ABS-CBN Sports. My name is Eric Ivan alongside Ivy Remulla.
Good afternoon, another happy volleyball afternoon dito sa San Juan Arena, and a lot of excited fans for the Lady Spikers, and I'm sure also for the ating mga Lady Warriors who's still hoping to be able to at least put up a good fight today.
I thought you were going to say Happy Valentine's.
Belated Happy Valentine's sa lahat.
That's why we have the red going on, our little post-Valentine's celebration. Let's take a look at the team standings to give you a better picture of what will happen beginning Wednesday if there's a playoff, or the Final Four, which is going to be most probably Saturday next week.
Well, as we all know, De La Salle University more or less solidifies already that spot at number 1. And ang medyo magkakaroon tayo ng konting difference would be at the spot number 2, 3, and number 4. And like you said, there are still a lot of crucial games that will be played all over this week, because doon natin malalaman kung sino talaga yung papasok dun sa Final Four na spot.
Well, yung NU at number 5, makikita nyo po, they have a chance, but it will all depend on the final game tomorrow, which is going to be UST Ateneo, second game of your Sunday doubleheader. So some minor complications, and for NU fans, always good news, ano?
That's right, but of course, they still have a game against FEU, which they have to win in order to ensure na papasok pa rin sila doon sa Final Four.
Alright, so those are the situations you can expect in this action-packed season of the volleyball tournament of the UAAP. Ngayon, puntahan natin yung previous game or first meeting between the Lady Spikers of La Salle and the Lady Warriors, and that was a 3-set match in favor of the defending champions.
It was a fairly easy match for the Lady Spikers last time. This time that they met, it was only in 3 sets. At itong clearly La Salle dominated UE here in almost all areas, all aspects of the game. They were here. You can see the scores. UE actually barely made it to 20. So talagang nag-struggle ang Lady Warriors when they first met up with the Lady Spikers.
15 points was the most that the Lady Warriors managed to put up, and according nga to Coach Boy Dalistan, he'd be happy if they can come up with 13 consistently in this match against La Salle.
And here you can see the statistics for that game, clearly dominated by the Lady Spikers, as we mentioned. Look at the parity between the Spikes from La Salle and the Lady Warriors. Talagang more than half ang naging difference ng kanilang in terms of the spikes. The Lady Spikers also did well in blocking and the service aces. But it's interesting to note yung errors na the commit because it went into there from the Lady Spikers and only 18 from the Lady Warriors. But still, LaSalle dominated because of the fact of the consistent attacking they had during that game.
It is very uncharacteristic of Abigail Maraño and the rest of the Lady Spikers to put out that many errors, but obviously it will be fine-tuning each and every game from here on in, as they are, of course, seeded number 1 with the twice-to-beat advantage. The only team so far guaranteed of the twice-to-beat advantage. Now let's talk about LaSalle. They've been on a tear. After losing to USC in the first game, they never looked back and have won 12 straight games. The most convincing was probably the win against the second-best team in the league, at least standings-wise, against Ateneo. A lot of people expecting that to be a 5-setter, and it was held for the first time at OWA. Record 19,000 plus people attended, but obviously it was a short match as to compared to what the people were expecting that afternoon.
Definitely a day to mark in volleyball history, that game against the Lady Eagles. And like you mentioned, it was won in 3 sets. It was, although it was just 3 sets, it was a hard fought, 3 sets for the Lady Spikers. And the Ateneo managed to inch a bit closer, but was not successful enough to close the set over that match.
Take a look at the stats of that game and give you an idea of how dominant LaSalle has become since the start of the season. They're really getting in shape, preparing for the Final Four and maybe the finals.
And this has been the talk of the town, that game. What really made it for the Lady Spikers is the excellent blocking that they have displayed over that game. Look at the statistics: 18 points from blocking made by the Lady Spikers as opposed to only 6 from Ateneo. In other areas, in their spiking, their service aces, and their errors, almost the same. The difference is really not that big, but it was the blocking that really helped the Lady Spikers seal the deal in 3 sets.
Now, season in and season out, blocking has been, one of the strengths of De La Salle University, and this season they've just become more solid in that department of volleyball because of that girl. Mika Reyes has been a juggernaut defensively at the net for the Lady Spikers, and let's take a look at the masterpiece she put out there against Ateneo at the Moa Arena.
She has scored a lot, and she's the number one of the defensive mechanisms here for the Lady Spikers, and definitely Mika Reyes has been one of the best defending at the net for LaSalle. And in the last game against Ateneo, she scored 10 points, 6 blocks, which is the most for the whole team. She had 3 attack points and 1 service ace. So you can see also how versatile she is. That not only there at the front of the net blocking or defending, but she can also execute the attacks, and she can even score the points from the back line.
Now let's hear her thoughts about her performance against their arch rivals and also being number 1 going into the Final Four, as she chat earlier with Tina Marasigan.
Alright, Mika, amongst everything, your attack, your service ace, talagang ang nanil mo is your block. So, how important is it for you to really execute your blocking skills for the defense of LaSalle?
Since yung sabi po ni Coach na isa yung sa strength ng team namin, and alam ko rin naman hindi ako ganun dumadepensa sa likod, so sa front line, sobrang ayun yung pinafocus ko.
And how will you treat naman your game against UE for today?
Siyempre, kailangan din ng respeto sa opponent namin. Hindi naman porket wala pa sila panalo, ibabaliwalain lang namin sila. So, respect sila.
Alright, Mika, good luck on your game today against UE, and hopefully we'll see you in the finals. Back to you, Eric.
Thank you, Tina. Well, with Mika Reyes playing in the middle for De La Salle University, it's going to be a very long afternoon for the Spikers of the Lady Warriors, that's for sure.
Definitely, and it's going to be a lot of challenge for the Lady Warriors to be able to penetrate that blocking of Mika Reyes. But I do admire what she said, that even though the Lady Warriors have not won a single game, they should still respect the capability of UE as a team. Because sabi nga natin, may kasabihan tayo, bilog ang bola, hindi mo masasabi.
Well, you gotta credit the coach for something like that. Ramil De Jesus obviously instilled on the team that you don't take anyone for granted ever in any UAAP game, that's for sure. Let's talk about the Lady Warriors of University of the East. They had a golden opportunity against a team that was also languishing at the bottom of the standings. That was UP, just a game ahead of them. Pero they had a golden opportunity in terms of the game itself because they had a 2-set lead. Pero they let that slip away and they fell in 5 sets against a team that they had a very strong chance of beating and getting maybe their first win of the season.
Well, that was definitely a heartbreaking loss for the Lady Warriors. You know, one of the things really that you were at the lead, you were ahead of them, but you let it slip away. You know, and it was actually a good fight when they went in the 3rd, in the 4th, and in the 5th set. You can see the scores were really close. But it's just that the Lady Warriors, I think, naubusan lang ng panapos during that time. And the Lady Maroons really fought very hard to really wanted that win. And you can see here the statistics of what happened over that last game. And the Lady Warriors had actually a higher percentage when it comes to the attacking, and when it comes to the blocking. And nagkatalo lang yan sa errors.
One of the leaders of the team, third-year player Lucette Dawis, really played her heart out against UP, really put on a good performance, and we've known Lucette to be a girl. If she wanted to put up decent numbers, she could every day, but consistency has been one of her problems. But when she's on, she can really do some damage, and she can really do great offense para sa Lady Warriors.
Definitely, you know, we've seen her play, and mabigyan lang to ng isang magandang set, and she can really rake in the points for the Lady Warriors. She's also been very instrumental in the defense aspect for the Lady Warriors. Again, you know, she's had her on and off days, but I guess one of her on days was against the UP when she scored 26 points. Imagine, that's a whole set, all credited to Lucette Dawis. 18 attack points and 6 blocking, so she's really a force to reckon with for the Lady Warriors.
Huge numbers for the third-year player, the Coach Boy Dalistan. And let's see her thoughts about their performance this season, playing in their last game, and about this losing streak and that loss against UP as well. She chatted earlier with Kat Salaw.
How do you feel naman about your performance?
Siyempre, malungkot na masaya. Ganun pa rin, mixed emotion kasi kumbaga parang nakakapagtaka kasi kumbaga lahat naman ginawa pero hindi pa rin ganun, hindi pa rin nanalo nung time na yun. So, ayun.
And now that yun nga, natalo tayo ng UP and ngayon last game na natin of the season, how do the Lady Warriors feel as a team na patapos na yung season 75 nyo in the UAAP?
Ayun, kahapon ni-remind kami ni Coach Boy na hindi po pwedeng matapos yung season na to na hindi kami magpapakita ulit ng, kumbaga, hindi tatatak sa mata ng mga nanonood. So, ayun, yung ni-remind niya kami na hindi man, kumbaga, syempre, Lasal, alam naman natin yun, diba? Na ganun nga, sabi niya lang sa amin na bigyan natin sila ng magandang game ngayong araw na to. So, ayun.
Thank you so much, Seth, and good luck to you and Coach Boy and the rest of the Lady Warriors, rather. Back to you, Eric and Ivy.
Yes, Villarreal, national referee. Our second referee, Bob Malinab, national referee. Now let's meet the starters for both teams. First for the squad already entrenched in the #1 position in the Final Four, gunning for their 13th straight win here on the two-time champions, De La Salle Lady Spikers. Number 17, Wedge 2. Number 1, Mika Esperanza. Number 8, Ara Galang. Number 2, team captain Abigail Maranyo. Number 7, Michelle Gulmamo. Number 3, Mika Reyes. Their libero, number 5, Liz Gohing. And the head coach of the Lady Spikers, Romeo De Jesus. And now playing their last game today here on the UE Lady Warriors. Number 11, Christine Miralles. Number 10, Serena Faith Bulan. Number 1, Grace Masangkay. Number 5, Shisa Nebrita. Number 7, Madel Gavara. Number 16, Captain Lucette Dawis. Their libero, number 12, Pia Sarmiento. And the head coach of the Lady Warriors, Boy Dalistan.
Lady Warriors of University of the East for their final game here today and shooting for maybe a win before closing out the season, while Lady Spikers are looking to end the season with, or at least the elimination round with a win. As we see Esperanza starting at center for Ramil de Jesus. He's played around with that position for a while. Fajardo subbing occasionally, or not subbing actually, but starting at center, depending on who the opponent is. Ano?
That's right. And again here, I think this is also a reflection of what Mika Reyes said earlier about how much respect they have for UE. Because you see the starting lineup is still the same starting lineup as you would see if they would fight head-on with the much stronger or teams with the higher rankings.
Aragalang has been playing great volleyball so far para sa De La Salle. That's Chu with the first, that second point of the Lady Spikers of De La Salle.
That was a clean hit from Chu, and only one blocker at that time going up against her.
I guess that's part of the story of why UE's been struggling this season. You know, defensively, they just aren't in sync.
You would normally see the better defensive teams, you know, they would have 2 or 3 blockers at a time, always, when from the attacker from the opponent. But UE, usually, sila yung parang may naiiwan, isa lang ang nakakapag-block. With excellent rally being shown here.
Chu. And again, the holes in the defense of UE exposed very early by De La Salle as we listen to Dina Marasigan.
Coming from the bench of La Salle, you won't feel that any of them, not a single player from the Lady Spikers, feel that they are currently at the top spot. Coach Ramil prepares the girls with the same discipline that they originally have, notwithstanding of their opponent's standing. And for today, they will keep an eye with a particular Lady Warrior, Dawis, and the floor defense of the red shirts for the Lady Spikers see this at their opponent's edge. The girls from Taft acknowledge that UE wants a good match today for sure, and La Salle would gladly give it a good fight. Eric and Ivy.
Thanks, Tina. Well, Dawis just made her presence felt with that off-speed hit. Nebrida with the left hand blocked at the net. Here's Maraño. Had to time that. It was they were a little off-sync. Esperanza and Maraño, but she still got the point.
Good adjustment from Maraño with that last hit. And again, UE almost had a hand at that ball. Nasa tamang pwesto naman yung kanyang defender, but probably because pati siya na-fit nung mistime. Oh, good reception here for the Lady Warriors. Dawis off the block.
And this is what we've been talking about.
Yes.
Ivy Dawis is a girl who can really deliver the points if she focuses and she has her mind to do it or on it.
But of course, we have to credit half that point for a good setup as well for Masangkay. You know, in most of the attackers, mabigyan ka ng magandang bola, yung set na gusto mo, really counts a lot. Just like that set for Abby Maraño. An excellent quick hit from Abby Maraño. Let's take a look at that setup from Esperanza, who barely moved an inch from her position.
That's just good receiving on the part of La Salle.
That's right. Goes to show, it all starts with a good reception. This is a good reception as well. They chose to give it to Nebrida, but the point goes to La Salle.
That bounced out of bounds, pero I think the first referee saying tumama kay Nebrida because it did land out of bounds.
Yeah.
Pero the point was awarded to La Salle nevertheless.
Dawis off the block. Chu, a good defense here by Nebrida. Ball given to Nebrida, who's blocked.
Off to the other side, blocked again by LaSalle. This time an over receive on the part of UE. Gumaba with a tip. Nice save, but it goes out of bounds off Dawi.
That was a good cover from the Lady Warriors.
Yeah, no, very early. Lady Warriors are showing their defense is much better compared to the past matches as we listen into this timeout called by Coach Daristan. I think he's still complaining about the call against UE, yung na-block si Nebrida.
Yeah, he was saying that it didn't touch Nebrida.
He's complaining na hindi daw tumama kay Nebrida.
Natataranta ka eh. Pag maglalawit ka ng kamay, duda ka sa sarili mo. Lilamutan mo, dalawang kamay. Huwag kayong matakot. Ikukunin nga natin sa blocker. Pakita nyo sa ano. Sa referee na lang ang babakbakin niyo yung bola sa kabila.
Just trying to instill more courage to the team. Kasi obviously, UE is intimidated.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give it to LaSalle. I mean, they're they're a tall team. They're the #1 team. They're the defending champions. They bring so much to the floor that obviously you need confidence, a lot of it, kung lalaban ka against a team like LaSalle.
That's right. And Coach Boy is initiating this fighter attitude here for the Lady Warriors. Kumbaga, you know, skill-wise, probably LaSalle really has a lot of edge, but then, kung matapang ka, kayang-kaya mong pahirapan yan.
That's what Nebrida showed.
Exactly.
Nebrida is another UE player that's loaded with talent, pero yun nga, she's very inconsistent at times.
But over at that last attack, wala siyang pakialam kahit gaano katangkad ang blocker niya.
She scored, but on the other side, Gumabaw with a push. And LaSalle leading 8-3 in set number 1 against UE. Always a healthy presence of LaSalle fans at the venues of UAAP Season 75 volleyball. And rightfully so. 12-1, the defending champions, and our boys go back to the finals, holding a twice-to-beat advantage. And it will either be against UST or NU. Yun naman pinag-uusapan natin, ano?
So still a lot of interesting turn of events for the next few games. So of course we're inviting everyone to stay tuned, you know, and panoorin nyo yung mga natitirang. We're not really sure yet on who's exactly going to be in the 4th and the 3rd spot. So it still all depends on the game, starting from the second game today and the games tomorrow.
This is the joust at the net. Yeah, that was last pushed by Gumabaw. Yung unang tulak initiated by Nebrida.
Yes.
And the ball finally going the way of UE. 4 serving 8 set number 1. Tough setup job for Esperanza on her knees, pero Ara Galang pounding that ball.
Very strong hitter. He's actually one of the best hitters that we have here in the league. Imagine the power. If you're watching her live in the arena, you can hear how strong she hits the ball. Definitely, you'd rather get out of her way.
Miralles with a push. Galang. From a little distance from the net, pero still UE unable to go after that ball. Medyo galit si Coach Daristan with that lack of aggressiveness sa depensa.
You know, the Lady Warriors, if they play with aggressiveness, if they play with the fire in their eyes, they usually give the opponents a very hard time. And I'm sure that Coach Ramil is not happy with that point from the Lady Warriors.
That was an over reception on the part of UE that landed straight in the middle of the LaSalle defense.
Napailing si Coach Ramil dun eh. Well, not really happy. Mika Reyes making her presence felt.
Umawi agad si Mika Reyes.
Definitely towering over the blockers of the Lady Warriors.
This is one of the LaSalle players that's really gonna cause major problems
Oh yes,
against
definitely.
their opponents in the Final Four. Nebrida Reception error, easy point para sa Lasal. That serve is our Shakey's Fast Serve, brought to you by Shakey's Fun Family Pizza.
La Salle University is the #1 serving team here in the league.
Nice save. But Lasal took advantage right away of that free ball.
You can see Abby Maranyo apologizing to the libero of UE. Good sportsmanship being displayed here by Abby Maranyo.
That was right on the face of Sarmiento. Nice back set by Masangkay, pero length of Aragalang, a problem for Miralles. She was blocked and turned away as we check in courtside with Kat Sada.
To end their season with a great game, that is what the UE Lady Warriors will be fighting for today. To face the defending champs to close their season is a daunting task for any UAAP team, but coach and the girls see this as more as a challenge to show the fans and volleyball enthusiasts that UE does have what it takes to develop into a contending team. And as coach says, get over the rebuilding stage. The girls also learned from their upset versus UE that really anything can happen on the court, and the game isn't over just because you claim 2 sets. Coach Boy was very happy about how his first 6 played in the first 2 sets versus UP. Players like Nebrida and Libero Sarmiento showing skills, and Masangkay setting plays well. But a team cannot function with just solo players shining, and that's exactly what happened. With Dawit and Sarmiento na lang yung gumagawa. The Lady Warriors understand though that Coach Boy can only do so much, and Coach Boy actually told me that the team told him, Coach, wala kang pagkukulang, babawi kami. Eric?
All right, thank you. Cats, 16-5. Lasal up over UE is set number 1. Going back to that report by Cats, obviously the desire ng UE is there. They want to win. They want their last game to be a success after losing 12 straight. But obviously that's easier said than done, and unfortunately the schedule is not their friend. Their last game is against the defending champions, and with this kind of lax defensive state,
Yes, you know,
nahihirapan sila, no?
and the body language that I'm seeing here for the Lady Warriors does not really reflect that of, you know, yung parang a fighter attitude or that with that desire to win na sinasabi nga ni Coach Boy. You know, they basically what they try to aim for is just to give a good game. Parang yun na lang yung pinaka-end goal nila eh.
Well, they're having a good time. I don't know if the viewers are, that's for sure, especially after the last hit by Nebrida.
Kasi ito yun eh. Nandito si Pia. Pumupunta ka rin dito, hindi umabanti ka ng konti rito. Ikaw naman, pumupunta ka dito sa gilid, hindi mo kailangan pumunta dyan. Pumunta ka rito, kumuha ka ng bola para hindi masyado nahihirapan to. Wala pa yung bola, service wala, pumupunta ka na. Ang preparasyon mo atake agad eh. Paano tayo atake? Wala pa nga tayong bolang nare-receive. Oh, pagpalagay na, backline ka, bakit ka pumupunta doon? Wala pa yung nare-receive.
For the volleyball fans who are tuned in, kita-kita mo na yung directions, instructions ni Coach Boy are for a team that's still rebuilding. As much as sinabi ni Cats kanina, they want to erase that rebuilding mode, pero instructions that he gives, the errors that the girls are committing, are errors that a team that's not yet familiar with each other, not yet comfortable playing with each other and the system, yun yung mga nagiging errors nila, no?
That's right, and it's a basic eh. Yung instructions na binibigay ni Coach Boy is all basics.
That's not the stuff you hear from Coach Ramil De Jesus, Coach Gorayen,
Right.
I think Coach Ochi Mamon. Sa kanila more motivational eh, no?
That's right. It's more of the direction he wants, but not giving instructions kung saan ka po pwesto.
UE really struggling to find themselves on the floor.
Violation called against LaSalle. So a point goes to UE. We have Lucette Dawis at the front line now for UE.
If it's a net violation on the part of Esperanza, yes it is. Good break para sa Lady Warriors, who've given up at least 6 points straight on that Esperanza serve. Pero binawi right away ni Arangalang. And that's 26. Lasal over UE in set number 1.
It's gotta hurt Coach Boy. You know, I'm sure siya ang target niya talaga is mapataas ang scoring. To try to keep it as close as possible. Good serve. Oh, that's a good reception as well.
That was Guevara of UE. A nice save by Gohing. Block, or blocked is Chu. Maraño with the error. Rarely do you see a veteran Abi Maraño give up an easy point like that. Take a look at the wonderful save. Gohing and Galang were there to cover the first 2 touches, pero ito was thrown away.
Little hesitation there from Maraño. Sabi niya babawi siya. Nebrida. Oh, that was
Bulan.
Bulan with a good reception.
That's Nebrida. Good pickup by Galang. Here comes Chu with just the push. Underhand set para kay Nebrida. Nice off-speed. Smart move by Nebrida.
Excellent play here from the Lady Warriors. Nebrida finally trying to, you know, nakukuha na niya yung momentum. It's not all force and all might. Kailangan mo against the Lady Spikers.
That wasn't an easy shot she did.
Exactly.
2 blockers were there.
Right.
She was on the approach and she adjusted in midair. Masangkay, second attempt of that nature, pero pareho hindi pumasok. Good block by Yui at the net. Here's Chu again.
We go to Dawis, who drops the ball.
Esperanza, who's she looking for? 2 players went for it, Maraño and Chu, and it's an error on the part of Lasal. A bunch of points here, a run, mini run being made by UE.
And very unlikely errors as well being committed by Lasal. Score is 20-9. Chu for the attack.
And Chu with an error. That front line of Lasal giving away some points. Maraño earlier, Chu this time. And Coach De Jesus says enough is enough. It still may be a 10-point lead, but I don't want it to get any closer.
That's right.
So Fajardo will check in for Esperanza. Nice pickup by Guevara. Bulan saves it. Third touch,
save.
free ball para sa Lasal.
Running hit. Oh, good reception from UE.
Very active bodies for UE defensively now. But that last ball wasn't even at the net. Maraño just wiped it away.
You know, one thing here the Lady Warriors would need to avoid, you know, when they play against Lasal is giving up, you know, those kinds of hits very close to the net. We all know how strong defensively Lasal is at the front of the net. So, iwas na nila yung malalapit na bola.
Saka malalaki.
Right. Oh, good block.
Nice shot, Nebrida. Again, off the blockers. She's finally getting it, no? To see Nebrida.
Right.
What she has to do.
We know that Lasal is, one of the strengths of Lasal is blocking. Now, why don't you use their strength against
That's
them?
right. Exactly.
Diba? I mean, it's more than how many times have we heard the coaches say na padaplisin mo sa kamay, padaanin mo sa kamay, patamain mo siya para lumabas.
Chu powers that one in. Chu showing us her range when it comes to attacking. She can hit it high, low, hard, off speed. Any one of those can deliver the point as well. 22-11. Lasal over UE set number 1.
Maraño with a good serve.
So good.
So good.
Only one touch from UE.
Second touch goes to Eric Tipan. Good save. Good
Good
save.
save, ano?
Good save. Tama-tama, naka-red shirt ka pa.
Mabagal yung second referee sa kanya. Eh.
Oo eh. Naunahan mo pa eh, no?
Masangkay underhand set. Dawis. Good pickup by Fajardo. Gumabaw access setter. Chu again. Scores.
A good save from
No.
the Lady Warriors.
Nice save. Oh, but
Reyes scores for Lasal. You can hear the people really appreciate that point from Mika Reyes.
Yeah, who was that? I was like, one person right behind us. But take a look at this wonderful serve.
But it was definitely a good play. Excellent play from Mika Reyes, trying to avoid that block from Dawis.
And you've got to credit LaSalle, no? I mean, what a recovery after what they expected to be a point na wala. And then, you know, they turned it around after that save and scored quickly. That leads to a finish here in set number 1 as LaSalle scores 25 and allows UE only 11. We'll be back with set number 2 right after these. (25-11). De La Salle over University of the East in set number 1 in the final game of both teams in the elimination round. Take a look at some of the highlights.
And LaSalle just breezed through set number 1. And a lot of it also with the contribution of the Lady Warriors. They had a couple of errors early on here in the set. And they had a hard time at the start to defend and receive the ball. But eventually, as we progress here in set number 1, their defense getting better when they're just getting warmed up. And, they've had a lot of good showings here. LaSalle also committing their own share of errors. And iba sad errors nga eh. Actually, you know, an error from a free ball. But the power and the might of the Lady Spikers really was very, very evident in set number 1. And you can see here in set number 1, LaSalle led with 15 attack points, only close to 7 from the Lady Warriors. The Lady Warriors did not manage to execute any points from block and service aces. And LaSalle, that 5 service aces mostly in favor of Mika Reyes. But good showing for both teams for minimizing their errors. Both had only 4 errors in the first set.
Yeah, I've wanted to point that out. In UE, most of the time, you know, they rely on errors committed by opponents to score some points. Pero Dawis, Nebrida, and others, Bulan, not so much. Hindi masyado nakascore si Bulan, no? Pero those two, they really put in some good numbers in set number 1, no?
Yes, that's right. And I think one important thing that we have to note about the performance of the Lady Warriors in set number 1 is the fact of how much they were able to control the errors.
Miscommunication between Masangkay and Bulan right there results in LaSalle taking advantage quickly of a chance ball. And that's what will hurt you if you're going up against LaSalle. Isang pagkakamali mo lang siguradong babawian agad nila, no?
That's right. You really have to be on your toes all the time because, you know, LaSalle reacts quickly. You know, if they see that the opponents are still scrambling at their defense, you would expect them to execute one of the quicker hits or quicker plays.
Bulan really not having her A game here today, at least in set number 1 and here early in set number 2. That was an easy block for LaSalle at the net.
Jushel Wentz-Chu serving for LaSalle. That's a good reception. They go to Dawis. Not successful with that play.
Set was a little low para kay Dawis. That may have been the case also sa tira ni Bulan kanina. So it's a 3-0 LaSalle lead in set number 2. Underhand set this time, much higher for Bulan, pero this time she overshoots the mark, pero may net violation on the part of LaSalle. Lucky break for UE.
But of course, UE can't rely on those kinds of points being given to them by LaSalle. But Bulan here obviously trying to avoid the blockers, you know, trying to hit a very difficult crosscourt angle. Combination play from LaSalle, very well executed.
Maranyo, what snap of the wrist that time.
Also, you have to give credit to Bumaba, was able to, you know, confuse the blockers.
You can really see the difference between a good wrist snap and yung wala, no?
Yeah.
Yung braso lang ang pumalo. As Kalang takes advantage of another reception error on the part of UE.
Need to limit those kinds of errors, to just control the reception. Better reception this time.
Nebrida attacks.
Lebrida using the blockers of LaSalle.
She's had a lot of luck with that strategy,
Right.
you know.
Using it to their advantage. It's a pretty good setup also from Masangkay.
Just targeted the outer arm of
Mhm.
Michelle Gumabao. And they score a point. 2, serving 5, set number 2.
Oh, Reyes hammers that one through. Excellent setup there.
That's tough to cover. That's tough to guard.
Definitely.
I mean, how do you stop something like this?
That was actually a very quick set as well. So hindi na talaga nakahabol
Yeah.
tong blocker ng UE.
I think it was just Guevara. Isa lang yung nakaangat no? Pero hindi pa umabot.
Wala na siya magawa, tinignan na lang niya.
Dawis blocked by Galang.
Good cover from UE.
Galang skies in for that, and the block sends it out of bounds. Point LaSalle.
Good effort though from the Lady Warriors.
All of a sudden, it is a 5-point lead for the Lady Spikers in green and white. Gumabao serving.
We go to
Too low.
Lebrida.
Yeah, the set was too low. She tried to push, pero hindi kumabig sa kamay ng LaSalle. And that's an 8-2 LaSalle lead in set number 2. FEU's coach Kit Santos taking over for FEU midway through the season in the place of Coach Nes Pamilar. And he's done a marvelous job turning things around. You know? Pero unfortunately for them, the loss last Wednesday put them out of contention for a Final Four berth this season.
That's right, a very heartbreaking loss for the Lady Tamaraws. You know, a lot of our volleyball fans were actually rooting for them to come into the Final Four. They really did stage a very impressive comeback, you know, from round 1. And a lot of people really hoping that they get into the Final Four. Dawi scores a point for the Lady Warriors again. Care off the block of LaSalle.
Dawi's been known to have a pretty strong arm. Took a season off last year, but she's back and she's in form. Just not enough around her to really mount a good run. That was on the line. A lucky break para sa LaSalle. Rarely do you see a ball na hindi maaabot ni Nika Reyes.
Yes,
That's one of them.
With the long extended arms, the
Diba?
height, hindi pa rin niya naabot.
May naabot, ano?
Actually swimming on the air already. Hindi ko makuha.
How rare is that? All right, let's listen in to Tina Marasigan.
The only thing that Coach Ramil wants to see as an improvement from the Lady Spikers is their communication inside the court to avoid confusion in their running attacks. Coach Ramil wants her girls to take the advantage of their height difference, especially in executing their blocks. The green shirts want to use their athleticism and good physical condition in giving those attacks with speed, and most especially in right timing. Hindi nauuna, hindi nauhuli. Back to you, Eric.
Thanks, Tina. Well, take advantage of every asset that you have. Whatever it is, may it be skill, talent, physical ability. Ramil de Jesus, defending champions De La Salle University, looking for a repeat this season.
Mika Reyes scores a point. That's 3 blockers of the Lady Warriors against Mika Reyes, but still managed to score a point. And this time around, the service game.
Napatawag ng timeout si Coach Dalistan. Pakinggan natin ang UE.
Nika. Hindi ka nakakatulong sa opensa eh. Tumulong ka na lang sa blocking. Pilitin mong bumla ka rito, naintindihan? Tandaan niyo mabuti, eto, spiker nila. Wag, nang nangyayari sa atin, ito yung spiker na, isang blocker natin, isang blocker dito. Mali, ito tayo, ito yung spiker mo, isa rito. Naintindihan? Hindi yung nangyayari sa atin, nandito eh. Ano silbi mo rito? Wala. Tapatan ng outer blocker ng spiker. Wala to.
I thought the timeout was to get on the case of a player that did not receive this pass serve from Shakey's Fun Family Pizza, pero that wasn't the case for Coach Boy Dalistan. You know,
let's let that error go and concentrate on what we can do, which is our positioning on the floor and how we're blocking, how we're defending at the net,
Right.
especially.
And again, just like the previous timeout as well, we pointed out, Coach Boy is giving reminders of positioning, which are supposed to be things that are innate already, parang kumbaga second nature to these girls already. So very basic instructions for the Lady Warriors.
Bulan. That's a check ball. Finally, Faith Bulan gets a break. But the damage has been done already. It's a 7-point LaSalle lead. 5 serving 12.
Good service. Through with an excellent hit.
It may not have been a perfect set. Hinahabol na lang ni Chil, pero yun nga, lack of blockers, not good positioning on the part of UE. Hindi nila makuha yung tamang
That's
pag-stop
right.
sa opensa ng
Yeah.
LaSalle, because that could have been against any other top-ranked team. That may have been blocked. 13-5, set number 2. Let's go to Kat Salaw.
Mental lapses that have been haunting the UE Lady Warriors since the beginning of the season. That's what we saw in the first set. Particularly the fact na hindi sila gumagalaw and kulang pa rin ang support nila around the court. But Ivy, I think Coach Boy heard you earlier about the Lady Warriors using the LaSalle's blocking strength against them, because Coach's instruction this time was wag sabayan ang bola at pabayaan umahon muna ang mga blockers ng DLSU. Positivity can't be so easy to project by a team still searching for a win, but the girls have not forgotten their Warrior hearts, always ending their timeouts with shouts of Tara, bawi tayo. Eric and Ivy?
Thank you, Cats. Well, yun na pag-usapan natin since the start of this match, mental lapses ng UE, It's been all over the place and still continue to be so here in set number 2.
That's right. And the Lady Warriors, despite the fact that the LaSalle, has been giving their own share of errors, still cannot get their bearings. LaSalle is pretty much playing a very relaxed game. So that's why I would assume that the Lady Warriors would not feel the pressure as much. But I guess this time around, Lucette Dow is trying to make, things work here for the Lady Warriors. She scores a block against Cerveza, sophomore from LaSalle.
Chu.
Chu once again, this time with the help of the blockers.
Just a variety of ways LaSalle can hurt you in a set,
That's right. As you can see in that last play, Chu was in the utility position where we're used to seeing her hit open.
Dawis off the block. Chu picks it up. They go to the other side. Ara Galang is rejected. Lumabaw. Nice play by Chu. Going second touch. Galang scores. Amazing play by De La Salle. Under duress, the offense finds a way to deliver. 16-8 LaSalle, double the output of UE in set number 2. Take a look at this excellent save. First by Chu. Gohing was there. She set it up underhand, back to the net. Then Galang with a perfect finish against another stunned UE sits on the floor, not expecting what LaSalle can do. I guess that's one of the biggest mistakes of a team like UE. You expect the puntos na when it's not really
Yes.
at that point yet. Baka mabalik pa. Nabalik
Right.
nga and na-score pa.
Probably they thought na para i-over na lang because the ball came really way back, and from the position where Ara Galang actually hit that one, medyo off na eh.
Malayo na,
Out of position already.
That was a back row hit, in
Right.
fact, behind the attack line. Bunch of substitutions made by Coach De Jesus. In fact, Aragalang na lang natitiras and Chu remaining from the starting 6. All the rest of the 4 replaced already. Magandang hapon po sa lahat ng mga nanonood. Live on Studio 23, a good friend of ours from Pag-ibig Fund, Rene Young, is tuned in to us. Nice save by Fajardo, underhand set. Galang, off speed. That is another point.
Smart move from Ara Galang. You would see here that she's the same approach, but still applied mid-air. She's changed her speed and momentum. Off speed, catching the Lady Warriors defense
that again was another play na broken na for Lasal. Good save by Fajardo, and they turned
Right.
it into offense.
So you're able to convert, those misreceives into points. So good block there from Tan and Cerveza. Alexandra de Pizan and Caroline Cerveza. Double block against Bulan.
This display, Ivy by Lasal, is they're showcasing everything. Defense, offense, you name it, they deliver.
Right. Oh, Cerveza with a quick hit.
Is that a left hand too?
It's a left-handed
Iwa pa, no?
counter-attacker that you have there. Good setup there from Fajardo. Which makes it all the more harder to block. Again, left-handed spikers have a different angle. Oh, that goes straight into the net.
Tough angle for Razon. Well, the set wasn't ideal. Now it's 28 Lasal over UE. For those of you who just tuned in, as you can see the bench, ito na yung starting six, nagpapahinga na. Maranyo, Gumabaw, are all relaxed. Sa mga tagapanood natin, this is basically no bearing game for Lasal.
Yes.
A win here, a loss here doesn't matter. They are seeded number 1 with a twice-to-beat advantage. The only team, by the way, with a twice-to-beat advantage. Ateneo, despite being number 2, hindi pa sila assured of that twice-to-beat advantage because Adamson may be able to take it away from them after this weekend. While for UE, a win or a loss doesn't really matter. They're out for a contention of a Final Four berth for season 75.
That's right. So a lot of more interesting things happen here for the season.
Pakinggan natin ang UE 22-8 Lasal.
Pag-alalay ng palo. Pinapalambutan natin yung bola, bibigay lang natin doon sa kalaban, di o-opensahin na naman sa atin. Bibigyan na natin sila ng malakas, lumaban na tayo ng 50%. Kasi yung 90% binibigay natin sa kanila. Di bakbakin na natin. Kung mablock, basta mag-cover na lang tayo. Yan nangyayari, binibigyan natin ng malambot, ililipat lang natin sa kalaban, o-opensahin na naman tayo. Come on, let's go! Let's go tayo! Come on, let's go! Kaya ba yan? Tara, James! Laban to! Guys, yung spiker! Wala! Bibigyan ng bola!
You've got to admire the determination of Coach Boyd at this time to keep on pushing, motivating these girls. When you look at the 6 you have on the floor para sa Lady Warriors, you see a team that doesn't even want to be here, right? I mean, that's assessing it lang, no?
I mean, the body language,
Body
like
language
I said,
in UE, they don't want to be here anymore.
Right.
Pero Coach Dalistan, really, each and every time out, he tries to get into these girls and talk to them. Kaya yan. Itodo na natin. Bakbakin, yun ang term na ginagamit nyo. Bakbakin na natin. And just cover. Coverage na lang. Kung mablock ka, may coverage. Pero let's put it all on the floor. Let's not, parang pa-easy-easy na lang. Ibibigay nyo lang and then papaluan tayo naman lang. Kasi yun yung explain niya sa Lady Warriors, ano?
And I think, the goal at hand for the Lady Warriors is not so difficult because Coach Boy was not basically asking for a win. What he's really asking for is just for these girls to play their best. That's it. And I think that in itself is already a win for Coach Boy. For him, it's a big accomplishment already. Just seeing how the girls play. Imagine the game that they had with UP. That was a heartbreaking, but the girls played with their hearts.
That's right. Nice back set by Fajardo. Nebrida.
Oh, net violation error called up against LaSalle.
And when you attack in that fashion like the way Nebrida did, you force your opponent to commit errors. Tulad nito, napilitan ng LaSalle tumalon, mag-block because they were expecting something.
That's right. Masangkay for the serve. A good reception. Oh, Reyes hammering that one. And again, you cannot afford to have only one person blocking against Amicia Reyes. Let's take a look at that again. It was only Rushet Dawis who went up for the block.
But the set was just perfect. I mean,
It was.
It looked like Gaul had a string. Parang nakatali and tinulak na lang, ano? Papunta sa kamay ni Mickey Reyes. What a talent Fajardo is at setter para sa Lasal.
So that again, Nebrida, she has done that a lot of
Yeah.
times already here, and we're only here in the second set.
2 straight points para kay
Right.
Nebrida. The first was a net violation on Lasal and the second one off the block. Pero Lasal already at set point, 24-12. Vasquez playing setter. And again, Nebrida almost scoring a point. Free ball para sa UE. Let's see if they can take advantage.
They go to Nebrida once again. A bit mistimed there.
Had to use the left hand.
Reyes with a drop shot.
Masang-
Masangkay, back set.
Guevara is blocked. Nebrida.
Oh,
nice.
Nebrida once
Nebrida.
again.
Where was Nebrida the entire time?
It has all been Nebrida here for the Lady
Yeah.
Warriors. Everybody else was quiet.
Nice serve.
Better showing now for the Lady Warriors.
Demes-
Demesilio is blocked. Oh, good coverage there.
Season and Fajardo with the finishing point for set number 2. A little fight put up by UE towards the end. Ivy, take a look at the final shot. Kim Fajardo delivered para sa De La Salle University, pero Nebrida really showing us what she can do.
Definitely, UE showing some signs of life here in this set. And it's not all too late for the Lady Warriors to exactly show the game na hinahanap ni Coach Boy Dalisan.
Right now, it's a 2-0 lead by La Salle, 25-11, 25-13 against UE. La Salle so far in control in this match against UE, 25-11, 25-13. Pero if you follow a trend, it seems like UE is on the way up. Ano, Ivy?
That's right. And mukhang diesel engine lang yata itong Lady Warriors. They just needed time to warm up. They've had a better performance here in set number 2. And it's actually Shisa Nebrida was led the pack here for the Lady Warriors. Again, he was trying to utilize the strength. Ginamit yung strength ng Lasal, which is their blocking, to their advantage. Scoring several points, off the block. Hitting it against the block. And better reception as well for the Lady Warriors here in set number 2.
And if we're gonna go back to what you said kanina, Ivy, about Coach Dalisan not even looking for a win, but a good fight
Yes.
by UE. Mukhang binibigay naman ng UE paunti-unti nga lang. And parang nasabi mo rin, parang diesel lang. Medyo matagal lang mag-init.
And here we can see the statistics for set number 2. Again, we have to commend both teams for, managing their errors. Only 4, which is the same as set number 1. And this time around, the Lady Warriors climbing up with those areas for their points. Now they scored a point for blocking and service ace, but still De La Salle dominating all departments. 15 points in attack, 2 blocks and 4 service aces.
Now, if I remember it correctly, mukhang humihiwalay lang ang Lasal tuwing nakaka-service ace sila. And 4-1 nga, nakita natin yung statistic, ano? So if UE can neutralize or be better sa kanilang service reception in the third set, you might be in for a good set here.
Yes, that's right. Let's see if UE will get things out of learn things from set number 2 as we take a look at the 2 familiar faces from the National University coaching staff.
Si Coach Francis Vicente.
And
Mamaya, lalaban po yung mga yan kasama si Coach against Coach Kid Santos.
and then assistant coach Nejan Mabayan, who's a former player of
Yes,
FPU.
FPU. That's right.
Kim Fajardo serving for La Salle. Good reception for the Lady Warriors. They go to Dawis off the block.
Fajardo to
Maranyo
Maranyo.
hitting it outside.
Maranyo. A bunch of errors in this match. And usually the leader of this team rarely commits an error.
Oh, she's playing a bit more relaxed,
More relaxed,
game
ano?
today, yes. And guys, sabi nga natin, sometimes the more relaxed you are, the more errors you commit.
They're so relaxed. Dalawa yung sumugod sa bola ngayon. Demesilio and Maranyo colliding on the floor.
Maranya saying, focus tayo, focus tayo.
Yeah, this is as messed up as you'll ever see LaSalle, that's for sure.
That's right, the miscommunication inside the court. Very uncharacteristic of the Lady Spikers. Dawis.
Prior to that error, the first time UE tasted the lead at 2-1, pero 2-1 na po. After that error on the part of Lady Warriors.
Domicilio with a good serve. Dawis will drop hit.
Nice dump by Dawis, picked up though by LaSalle. Chance ball dito.
Dawis once again is blocked by Maranyo.
This time
Nebrida.
Nebrida. Tough angle pero nakuha pa rin ang kaliwa ni Nebrida. Nice play. Dawis with the block. LaSalle is all over the place right now. Let's see if UE can take advantage. Tip by Masangkay. Good rally. Maranyo block. Nebrida keeps it alive.
Good save from the Lady Warriors. Longest rally we've seen so far. Ball is still alive. Nebrida.
Another save by LaSalle. Free ball for UE. That's Dawis. Gumabaw. Tenacious defense for University of the East. Something we don't say very often, but they displayed it early here in set number 3.
Again, this is what we're trying to say. You know, if UE just takes their heart with, they can really make it difficult for LaSalle.
They can cause some problems. Guevara, here's a chance ball para sa LaSalle. Fajardo.
Oh, that was a bit too low. But good adjustment from LaSalle. Fajardo. Galang. The libero one step short to keep that ball alive.
Wasn't the most perfect hit from Galang. Pero yun nga, si Sarmiento, yung libero ng UE, a little behind the shot. Hindi na nakahabol. Just a 2-point lead, or just a 2-point lead for LaSalle, set number 3. Nice play by Galang, anticipating the tip.
Right.
Masangkay's moves are easily telegraphed din. Ano? Pasa pa sa katawan niya kung saan siya pupunta. Yung mga galing dyan, sila Ferrer,
Like, you know,
Giselle C.
Right,
Hindi
you
mo
don't
makikita
know
eh, oh.
exactly what they have in mind.
Until the last second, pipihit yung katawan, yung kamay. 6-2, LaSalle, as we listen to Coach Boy.
Naintindihan mo. Ngayon, pagka umangat ang bola sa'yo, makipaglabang ka sa ere, huwag mo itatapon na pa ganon. Tilaban mo. Pakiramdaman mo kung kakapain nila ng blocker. Pag kinapa ng blocker, idiin mo. Ilalaban mo ng 50% yun. Come on, let's go, let's go. Tara, let's go. Dagdag tayo, come on, tumayo.
Again, Coach Boy, this time, more motivational na. Sabi niya kay, as you look at Brother Bernie Oca of LaSalle, sabi niya kay Masangkay, buhos mo na. Kapain mo kung ibablock, todo mo na. Don't come in half-hearted, you know, kasi wala kang chance talaga doon.
Right, and Coach Boy actually giving more words of encouragement to Masangkay before coming into the court. Good set. A good coverage from UE. A free ball given. Ball is still alive.
But you admire, yun nga, Ivy, ano, yung coverage on the floor. Another free ball for LaSalle. Gumabaw. Nice save. You like the effort. You admire
Right.
the effort he is putting out.
That's right. You know, they're performing better than they did in set number 1. Better defense in set number 2. But you know, one of the weaknesses that we can see here for the Lady Warriors, yung mga biglang sikwat ng bola pag malapit sa net. They're unable to control it. They keep it alive, but it's just going all over the place.
There's an ace for LaSalle. Now it's a 6-point lead for the Lady Spikers. 8-2 against the Lady Warriors. Back inside the arena in San Juan. Venue for our Saturday doubleheader. Second game of utmost importance, especially for National University. Kaya nga si Coach Vicente, andyan na kanina pa, no? Talagang obviously thinking about the game strategy and all that because FEU is no pushover, that is for sure. Despite the fact that FEU will no longer be a contender for a Final Four berth, NU is. Kaya they need this win, whatever the case may be.
That's right. And, just before, I had a chance to chat with some of the players of FE earlier before the start of the game, and it looks like they're all, even if they don't have a chance anymore for that Final Four, but they look very much ready and geared up for today. So, kumbaga parang sila, we can't join the Final Four, but we'll definitely cause more damage and make our presence felt.
Misery loves company, right? If you can't be happy, make somebody else
Yes.
miserable, that's for sure. Oh, nice find. Gumabaw finding that one opening sa floor ng UE for another point. 10-2. So after the technical timeouts, 2 straight points para sa Lasal here. Full stretch, but still able to find the holes in the defense. Let's go to Tina Marasigan.
Eric and Ivy, the ladies Spikers definitely know that they are the ones who dictate the tempo of the game for today, but they also notice that UE can actually read some of their attacks. With this, Coach Ramil wants her girls to anticipate the blocks of UE if their move has been read. Coach Ramil also wants her girls to stay alert with the moves of the aggressive attackers of UE because there's this tendency for them to come in late and disrupt their right combination for their attacks. Eric and Ivy.
Oh, thank you, Tina. Well, nakita nga natin yun, ano? Medyo nabanggit mo na, Ivy, relaxed mode ang Lasal ngayon.
Right. So this is not really, we've seen Lasal play in how many games, so this is not really the most intense performance that they have had.
Not even close.
Not even close.
11 serving 3. Dawis. Nice dig. Wow, a free ball again for UE. How many times you see Lasal giving away balls?
So this time, a little bit of miscommunication you can see in the floor for Lasal.
Nebrida.
Good
Ambidextrous sa kanyang
coverage.
attack. Yeah, very good coverage by UE.
Ball is still live.
Pajardo. Galang, off speed. Here's Nebrida again.
Oh, Nebrida, another
Nebrida, wow.
point for the Lady Warriors.
And Nebrida, that was 3 tries in, one rally. The first one, she had to use her left hand, medyo off na, pero napasok niya pa. The second was blocked. The third went out of bounds off Lasal.
You would really have to commend, the fighting spirit
Yeah.
of Nebrida here in this match. I would, it's safe to say that it has been all her for
Yeah.
the Lady Warriors.
I would agree. A few points here and there, galing kay Dawis. Bulan, really not there today. Pero Nebrida was there. Pero itong si Gumabaw really has like 4 eyes looking around the floor and finding these openings sa depensa ng UE. And today, there are not a lot of these holes sa depensa ng UE, ano? Medyo magandang coverage nila today.
That's right, and that's another good coverage for the Lady Warriors. Almost. Those
Muntik
are
na nagkahiyaan.
miscommunication there. Oh, Galang hammering that through. No blocker going up against her. And again, that's not one thing you would want to do if you're up against Lasal.
That was a nice set too. Very nice set. It was put perfectly in the middle of the 2 blockers. Kaya Galang had an easy time putting it down. The over-reception on the part of UE.
Cerveza putting in a point for Lasal with that free ball from UE.
And seems like in the blink of an eye, Ivy, 10 na agad halamangan ng Lasal.
Naaaliw tayo doon sa magagandang
Yeah,
cover at defense,
exactly. Pero itong Lasal, really, like what we said, relaxed mode talaga. Their errors are a lot more than we usually see every game.
And they've committed a lot, at the service line. And more than a couple of times already, we've seen miscommunication inside the court, which
That's
is,
true.
again, like I said, very uncharacteristic of the LaSalle players.
Nice swipe by Bulan. May not be playing her A game today, pero she will be able to contribute to the Lady Warriors cause. Yeah, it just has too much talent to not be a factor. Yung si Faith Bulan. Pajardo.
Off the
Off
block.
the block.
Oh,
Nice
good
save by Guevara. Galang. found that cut shot out of nowhere.
Para Galang, very flexible.
Just fabricated a shot out of nowhere. That's amazing. What a... She had to twist that time to really put an angle on the ball.
Very good court sense for this young lady.
Masangkay, that's a tough job for her. Block. Good coverage again. Brida from the back row.
Oh, triple block, but still, Lasal pushes that in.
Now it's Demesilio giving Lasal a 10-point lead, 16-6 in set number 3. Here's the last point. Triple block. Pero came in a little too late. Just a split second too late. Nice decoy and Demesilio with a finish.
That was a good combination play from De La Salle. More new faces coming in for the Lady Spikers.
Cruz replacing Galang. Round of applause from the La Salle crowd dito sa arena. 16-6. Set number 3, La Salle 2-0 against UE. Bulan off the block. Demesilio with a hit. Bulan.
Off the block, another point for the Lady Warriors.
And Bulan. Medyo nag-iinit na rin. Found that outer arm ni Fajardo. Doon na lang pinatama. 7 serving 16.
Bulan sends that outside. Oh, there's a touch from the blockers, and again another point for the Lady Warriors.
And Bulan, yun na lang talaga tinatarget ni Bulan eh. I mean, that ball was in no way, shape, or form going in. Palabas na talaga yung tira. 8-16.
Cerveza with another point.
Ooh, another service error. That's been plentiful para sa La Salle here in set number 3. Let's listen in to Kat Salaw.
The intensity from the Lady Warriors that coach has been searching for, medyo napapakita nila with the rallies that they were producing earlier. But coach said he doesn't need the low-hanging heads or mga yuko-yuko of the girls. Ang gusto niya, pahabulin ng ball at least yung mga Lady Spikers. Again, with the rebuilding instructions, Coach Boy told his attackers na wag nang pilitin pumatay sa gitna ng blockers. They should just focus on checking the ball and sumingit sa gilid ng mga blockers ng DLFU. In that last time out, Coach Boy was almost pleading to the girls because he knows they can work better, saying, kaya nyo pang lumaban, kaya lumaban naman kayo, Eric and Ivy.
Thank you, Kat. So that's exactly what's happening right now. From being down by 10, pito na lang ang hinahabol ng UE. And that last shot was actually out. Kinuha lang ni Gumabaw because she was thinking it was a check ball. And Demesilio with an error at the net. Don't look now, Ivy. But what a run mounted by the Lady Warriors. Coach Ramil still sticking with a few second stringers on the floor.
So the lead is trimmed down to 6.
Maraño, nice coverage again. Good save. Free ball. La Salle. And Maraño with a kill.
Good play from the Lady Spikers.
And again, that came off a chance ball, a free ball. Every time you give La Salle an opportunity like that, you know, they will make you pay.
So you have to anticipate it or expect it already. Ace scored here from Kim Fajardo.
This is usually where UE starts to falter. Let's see if they can adjust and still come up with a bit of a run here. Nice tip by Masangkay on that over reception by UE. Block,
That goes
but
off
goes,
the block.
Definitively the point. So that's 3 straight points ng Lasal after Di Maranyo hit an ace. Then at the Mesilio point, 2011, balik sa siyam ang kalamangan. Pakinggan natin ang Lasal.
Central spiker na lagi tayong nagkakaipit-ipit sa gitna. Ha? Sige, sige, tapusin yan.
Not really used to hearing Coach Ramil third set na, no? Ngayon nga siya natin magsalita. But
Not
very,
a lot of
very
instructions
brief.
actually, yeah, for the girls. So it seems like as if the girls already know what to
Yeah.
do.
Tapusin na natin
Yeah.
yan, he said. Well, they're 5 points away from a 3-set win again against UE.
Good serve, good reception from Nebrida. Bulan is blocked. Miscommunication inside the court for the Lady Warriors, and Coach Boy showing us signs of frustration.
Coach Boy just wrapped his head around and looked up at the ceiling of the arena. Nagkabuhol si Sarmiento and si Masangkay.
But those are the kind of errors that you would not want to see
Yeah.
inside, you know. It's just plain miscommunication.
And not knowing where you should be standing
Yes, that's
on
right.
at certain points of the game.
So
Block on
certain-
Dawis, yes.
Certain teams yung nagkakaamuyan na yan. Even if you don't see where your teammate is, parang you would know exactly where you should position yourself. And that's another ace from Kim Fajardo. Notice the variations sa
Yeah.
mga serves ni Eric.
I was about to say.
Short, hard.
Side,
Yeah.
gitna, sa dulo. And Fajardo is so versatile as a player. Now that's a strong one. Over-received. No kill para sa Lasal. Dawis just send it over. Blocked is Chu. And a point for UE. Stopping that huge run that Lasal made.
Fajardo giving a Chu again a boost of confidence after being blocked the first time around. This is Justine Chu.
Galang returns para sa Lasal at match point. 24, serving 12.
That was a good cut shot from Nebrida. Good block from Dawis.
There's Galang. Nice coverage in the back row by Bulan. That's out of bounds.
Oh, the point goes to UE, so they are still alive.
That was a check ball. Tumama sa blockers. Nice play by Nebrida.
Looks like Nebrida has already calculated
Yeah, no?
exactly how high the reach was. I think just a touch of the finger.
Pinky finger lang.
That's
Spotted.
That
That
was
is out.
outside.
2 straight points para sa E. UE.
Masangkay serving for UE.
Lasal still at match point. Galang.
Galang
Wow.
sends it outside, so Lasal
How many
giving
errors?
UE.
How many
Oh!
errors is that now para sa defending champions?
Scores 16 to 24.
Galang again. And that is it.
Good
Defending
effort
champions.
from Nebrida trying to keep that ball alive.
But the defending champions, they may not have played to form, but they still delivered the same result. Ivy, a 3-set win of UE, and they sweep the season matchup, and UE remains winless, while LaSalle finishing their season with a win, and after losing their first match against UST, they've never looked back, won 13 straight coming into today's game. That's the official confirmation of the LaSalle win, 25-11, 25-13, and 25-15. So it's the end para sa UE this season after losing in straight sets against LaSalle. That's the score for you. Here's our Shakey's Best Player, brought to you by Shakey's Fun Family Pizza. She is with Dina Marasigan.
For today's match against LaSalle versus UE, Aaron, congratulations for your win today. And ano ba yung mga preparations niyo for the upcoming Final Four match?
Siguro lahat ng mga pagkukulang pa namin, lahat pa ng mga kailangan pa namin adjust, kailangan namin i-perfect lahat para kapag sa finals and semis, smooth lahat.
Sa tingin mo, who will be the dark horse who will be coming into the Final Four and will have a chance to face LaSalle?
Di ko alam basta sila nang bahala, basta kami mag-prepare kami kahit sino yan, basta gagawin namin lahat ng best namin sa training para ma-apply namin sa game.
Alright, do you wish to thank your viewers for today?
Hi to Sanjib, Gopaldas, hello, hi sa family ko, sa mga taga-Ramay dyan, and sa lahat ng supporters, thank you, tsaka sa OSD people, thank you. Hi.
Alright, congratulations to your team, and back to you, Eric.
Alright, thanks, Dina. 15 points. And huge contribution offensively para sa LaSalle. Ara Galang, congratulations. And if I'm not mistaken, if we're correct, it's either ano lang naman, di ba? NU and UST ang kanilang mga katapat.
Yes.
It depends on what
more or
happens.
less,
More or
it's,
less.
well, of course, things may change, but more or less, it looks like it's going to be a
Mga 80%.
Adamson Ateneo face-off, and
At 2 and 3.
either
It's
NU
either
or,
NU or UST ang para sa LaSalle, because they, for sure, are number one and with a twice-to-beat advantage. Itong FEU, heartbreaking loss last Wednesday, took them out of contention for a Final Four berth, but like what you said kanina, talking to some of the girls, they're not taking this game for granted. They want to play the spoilers role, and NU still hoping for a Final Four berth. A win today will give them an opportunity. That's the main event of your Saturday double header. Maraming salamat sa ating director, si Raul De Ocampo, and producer Ada Bayuga. For Kat Salaw, Dina Marasigan, and my partner Ivy Remulla, I'm Eric Tepan. Continued losses para sa UE to close out the season, while LaSalle in the Final Four with a twice-to-beat advantage. Watch more of the action sa ating volleyball tournament dito lang sa Studio 23, hatid sa inyo ng ABS-CBN Sports.
This is the UAAP Season 75 Women's Volleyball Tournament.